Like a lot of Jimmy Webb tunes, today's track has been covered by loads of people, but we've just got time to hear and compare the first and worst versions. Well, actually, the opposite of worst, but I just wanted it to rhyme. Hey, and welcome again to Acting is Reacting with me, JSP. So today it is another song war between two different versions of one great song, Jimmy Webb's Do What You Gotta Do. So as I suggested, an absolute ton of people have recorded this over the years. A non-exhaustive list would include Tom Jones, Linda Ronstadt, Bobby Vee, The Four Tops, Glenn Campbell, even Jimmy himself. Indeed, he performed it last year when I saw him in concert, which was nice. So we'll start with Johnny Rivers' version, which actually introduced me to the song in the first place by virtue of being included on his compilation album A Touch of Gold, another of those LPs I grew up listening to in my formative years. Now, I feel Johnny is pretty unjustly forgotten these days, but he was one of the few American artists to ride out the British invasion and maintain a steady stream of hit singles and albums throughout the 60s, as well as being a key figure behind the Monterey Pop Festival and the man who discovered Jimmy Webb and signed him to his first publishing contract. Not bad going for one guy. So, after recording Webb's By the Time I Get to Phoenix on his 1966 album Changes, for Rewind, he enlisted him to write and arrange 7 of the album's 11 tracks, including, of course, this one. So, while you do what you got to do, and that is to smash that like button, thanks. I will fire up Johnny's version of the song and give it a listen now.
Girl, I can understand how it might be kinda hard to love a guy like me. I don't blame you much for
Wanting to be free.
I just wanted you to know I've loved you better than your own kin did from the very start. It's my own fault for what happens to my heart. You see, I've always known you'd go. So you just do what you got to do, my wild, sweet love. Though it may mean I'll never kiss those sweet lips again. Pay that no mind and that dapple dream of yours, and come on back and see me when you can. Now I know they make you sad, they make you feel so bad, say you don't treat me like you should. They got ways to make you feel no good. I guess they've got no way to know. I've had my eyes wide open from the start, and girl, you never lied to me. A part of you they never see is the part you've shown to me. Now you just do what you got to do, my wild, sweet love. Though it may mean I'll never kiss those sweet lips again, pay that no mind, chase that devil dream of yours, and come on back and see me when you can. Yeah, you just do what you've got to do, my wild, sweet love.
Yeah. All right, Johnny Rivers there with a short and sweet offering at not quite 2.5 minutes. And as expected, excellent arrangement and production from Lou Adler on the production side of things, and Jimmy, of course, himself on the arrangements, with some nice subtle female backing vocals at times, and really good string arrangement that wasn't overwhelming the track, was just accompanying it nicely. And the second appearance on the channel this week of the legendary studio rhythm section that is Joe Osborne on bass and Hal Blaine on drums. And as for Johnny himself, a really good vocal performance on this one, I think. He never had the most amazing range as a vocalist, but he works within his own limitations very, very nicely, and this is one of his finest, I think. But can he beat Nina Simone? Well, as we turn to her recording from 1968, which is over a minute longer, by the way, so she's cheating there. She's getting more mileage out of the song than he ever could. Now, this actually scraped the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 83. But in the UK, it was paired with Ain't Got No, I Got Life as a double A side, where it went all the way to number 2. So thankfully, that means I don't have to bring up the image of my bum and say it only made the bottom 60. Oops. Sorry about that. Now, I have heard this version before, but I'm nowhere near as familiar with it as I was with Johnny's version. But let's both hear or rehear it again now.
Do what you gotta do. Come on back, see me when you can. Man, I can understand how it might be kinda hard to love a girl like me.
Gender flipped for obvious reasons.
I don't blame you much for wanting to be free. I just wanted you to know I've loved you better than your own kin did. From the very start, it's my own fault what happens to my heart. You see, I've always known you'd go, so you just do what you gotta do, my wild, sweet love. Though it may mean that I'll never kiss those sweet lips again, pay that no mind, find that dapple dream of yours. Come on back and see me when you can. Now I know they make you feel sad, they make you feel so bad. They say you don't treat me like you should. They got ways to make you feel no good. I guess they got no way to know. I've had my eyes wide open from the start, and man, you never lied to me. The part of you that they'll never see is the part you've shown to me. So you just do what you gotta do, my wild, sweet love. Oh, it may mean that I'll never kiss those sweet lips again. Hey, that no mind, mind that dapple dream of yours. Come on back, see me when you can. Do what you gotta do. Come on back, see me when you can. Do what you gotta do. Come on back and see me when you can. Just do.
This is going to be hard, isn't it? Okay, Nina Simone's version of Do What You Gotta Do there, and yeah, that's pretty darn fabulous, it has to be said. I'm not qualified to comment on the strength of her singing because, well, if you've been on the channel long enough, you've heard me sing. Yeah, usually only a line or two because I respect people's ears, but you know, it comes and goes. Yeah, just really very strong, and I can see or hear why people think that that is the version of the song. But it's time for me to pick my winner, and it is tight, I have to say. That was a great version that we just heard, but that's going up against biases, familiarity bias of Johnny's version that I've known since I was 4 years old, or even younger, probably. And it's the version I know and like the best. So it is by the narrowest of margins, going to be my winner for the day. Johnny Rivers takes the win by a slimmer margin as is humanly possible. Now, I know most of you are probably going to go the other way, and that is absolutely fine. So let me know down in the comments below which of these versions is your favorite, or if there's another of the many, many versions of this out there that you like even more. Drop us a comment, let us know. And of course, Nina's version was sampled by Kanye in the track Famous, which ended up making Jimmy Webb credited as one of the 18 writers of that song. I haven't heard it. If I should, again, let me know. But yeah, not really my wheelhouse, Kanye. So maybe I should, for that very reason. That's it for today, so thank you for joining me, and do join the 1,000 or so other smart and beautiful people who've already subscribed to the channel, if you're so inclined. Lots of other great music to check out here, and YouTube has some bright ideas floating around my head about now for where you should start. So I will just say bye for now, but I hope not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.